Mayorga's debut in the mind of the American public with George Foreman and Larry Merchant.
You know your responsibility. Tell him I told him his responsibility. And I know my responsibility. Let's all do our job.
The question in this fight is whether Mayorga can take a punch well enough to last long enough to try to deliver his own big punches.
This referee has got a job on his hand, and lately Marty's been overworking himself.
Mark Dinkin?
How so?
He misses a lot. The fighters are hitting below the belt. If they're on the right side of him, he doesn't move around and get to see what's going on.
He has been the object of a couple of complaints in the last year or two. Marty Dinkin, though, as you heard,
he's got integrity, though.
Deep background, 150 championship fights. Vernon Forrest was involved in 2 fights with Shane Mosley, both of which involved a fair amount of clinching, holding, and there were disputes on both sides as to which fighter it was who was responsible for all that. We'll see if that kind of thing takes place here, where some think that Forrest might do well to hold on to Mayorga a little bit and try to blunt his power.
One thing, when you have the reach advantage, you got to make certain that you take advantage of it. Forrest got the longer arms. Keep this guy on the outside. Let the crowds push you into a fight that you don't have to get into.
All the punches that have landed so far have been to the body.
Mayorga has got to make certain if he's not close, get far away so he doesn't even be affected by the long jabs. Get close as far away as you can.
Trainer Ronnie Shields wants Vernon Forrest either to be dominating with the jab from the outside or to be up inside where Mayorga can't get extension on those bombs.
If you're the shorter fighter, you want to keep moving back so the taller fighter can try to be the aggressor. That way you can collide and you get to take away his reach advantage.
It's not natural for Mayorga to move back.
But that's what you want to do. You want to draw your bigger opponents to move forward a little bit.
Mayorga forced to fight a boxing match for the first minute and a half of the fight. Manages to touch Vernon Forrest with one of those right hands.
Well, what he did, which we didn't see Campbell do in the first fight, was he missed one punch and came back with the other one.
Forrest lands a jab and is short with the right hand over the top.
Let him go.
There could be some head banging here. Both guys tend to lunge forward when they throw.
Vernon Forrest is well polished. Good left jab, and he looks to throw that right hand whenever he can. And he can turn it over. He can put it right, thread a needle with it.
Forrest is a heavy favorite in the fight. Odds perhaps skewed by the fact that so few have seen Mayorga. Larry, didn't you tell me there were betting odds of 10-1 at one place?
Well, I heard that they went down to about 6-1 man-to-man this afternoon.
That's logical. More logical than 10.
That was a good left hook by Mayorga.
Yep, it caught Forrest. And down goes Forrest.
5, 6,
Marty Dinkin.
7, 8.
I think that was a correct call by Marty Dinkin.
Forrest doesn't think so. Forrest thinks he was thrown down, apparently. Dinkin made a motion with his hand behind his head as though Forrest had been hit behind the head, but then called it a knockdown.
It was the previous left hook that did the damage.
You're exactly right, George.
Let him swing wild. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. You're backing up. Okay? Do not back up on this man. You understand? Look. Jab. Use the face. Right? When he swing that wild, get under. Go to the body. The body is open.
That was good. Don't get wild from outside. Come in close and short punches.
Got it, Rafael. You got the mouthpiece? Yes, sir. Rafael.
There's the left hand that hurt Forrest. That other left hand might have landed on the shoulder, but it was enough to make Forrest go down.
And it cost Forrest a round which he had won up to that moment. CompuBox numbers in the round: Forrest 15 out of 51, Mayorga 7 out of 48. But Mayorga gets the round because of the knockdown. Now Forrest comes back with his left hook, and Mayorga trades punches with him, and they're going to have a war. This is not the fight that Vernon Forrest wanted.
Stop! Break! What's ahead?
You heard Ronnie Shields saying, Vernon, don't back up. George, when you back up against a guy like Mayorga, what's the danger?
Well, you don't want to back up in any fight. You got to circle your guy. You circle him around and around and around. You back up, you can get caught. But if you circle backwards, it's a different thing.
Great uppercut by Forrest and a left hook. Mayorga comes back with a right of his own. They trade shots in the center of the ring.
I think that Forrest has demonstrated to this guy, look, you tough, you're strong, but I got something too.
Well, I think you're right, George, that he wanted to come out in this round and let him know that that knockdown at the end of the last round was not going to be the story of this fight. And that's what a real top fighter does.
You got to get back out there, and there's that right hand by Forrest.
Forrest has been told by Ronnie Shields to go straight at Mayorga, and he'll have no problems. He needs to be aggressive behind the jab. Mayorga promised to go to the body and continues to try to do so, although obviously his biggest urge is to fire bombs upstairs. Another great uppercut by Forrest, and he landed a right hand. Mayorga says, come on, bring me more. Forrest begins to paint him with the jab. There was a good body shot by Forrest in there. And he takes another left hand, or Mayorga takes another left hand right on the chops.
Let him go.
Big round for Vernon Forrest.
And an untold story about Vernon Forrest. He's got heart. He's intending to get some respect tonight. It may cost him a little bit, but he's not backing out.
Well, since Mosley wasn't able to do much with Forrest, we haven't really seen Vernon amid adversity. And that knockdown at the end of round one was enough to bring out the Tiger in the champion.
Good left hook by Mayorga.
Right uppercut by Forrest. Vernon seems to sense that if he can land one big shot, he can send Mayorga back south. Great left hook by Forrest. Mayorga just takes the combination and says, hit me more.
This is like a street fight in which one fighter has skills and the other fighter's just wading in, and the guy with skills is trying to figure out how do you fight this guy.
I want you to listen. Who the guy right here and listen to me? You stay right there in the center with this guy. You understand? Look, pick him with the jab. Pick him with the jab. Go to the body. That's all. Forget trying to hit him in the head. You can break your damn head, hit him on top of the head. You understand?
Hey, that black guy, he hits hard. When he hits you like that, make sure you do something in the jab.
Early in the round, Mayorga went at Forrest, and Forrest stood there and went right back at him. And later in the round, Forrest was in command. That uppercut may have been the punch that Mayorga was saying that, hey, this guy can fight and punch.
In round two, by CompuBox numbers, Vernon Forrest landed 32 out of 79 punches, 22 of 44 power shots. Mayorga 18 of 71. So Vernon wins the second round to level the scales a little bit after a 10-8 round for Mayorga in the first. Hard right hand by Mayorga. And another hard right hand hurts Forrest. And Forrest throws Mayorga off of it.
Don't do spinning.
I think the warning was good for Forrest, who had taken a big right hand from Mayorga.
Boy, you sign those big contracts, and the last thing on your mind is that you got to fight for the money.
George George's references, this is the first fight of a 6-fight deal between Vernon Forrest and HBO. Mayorga's left blocked by Forrest's glove.
Now Mayorga is going to the body too. He's acting like the boxer, landing shots that ordinarily. Whoa!
What an uppercut!
Yeah.
Mayorga says, "I've got an uppercut too."
Forrest has made a very good adjustment by trying to catch Mayorga as he comes in with his uppercut.
Another big right hand from Mayorga. Forrest is going to have to be brave in this fight. There's no other way against a guy like this. Body shot by Forrest. Right hand by Mayorga. Vernon counters with a right and busts him right in the chops. Big right hand by Mayorga.
Forrest put in a good left hook a moment ago, and that hurt.
Vernon wobbling on his feet as he threw the right hand. He goes down in the face of a clutching right cross.
And that time he was seriously hurt.
Yeah, look at the wobbling in Vernon Forrest. Marty Dinkins stops the fight. Marty Dinkins stopped the fight, and Ricardo Mayorga has done it.
Let's see Vernon Forrest come into the ring rapping the next time. He was celebrating his championship before he had a serious chance to defend it.